My name is Rubén Saavedra. I'm from Barcelona. I studied biotech in Barcelona. When I finished my bachelor's, moved to London. I worked 3 years for pharmaceutical companies in the UK, then moved to Holland to do my PhD in neurosciences, which I didn't really finish. I started Metrica Sports before finishing my PhD, and I'm now the co-founder and CEO of Metrica Sports. I co-founded Metrica Sports with Bruno Dagnino and Enzo Anchileta. They are both from Argentina. We met here in Holland. I met Bruno during our PhD. He studied physics. He was also doing his PhD in neurosciences at the Netherlands Institute for Neurowetenschappen. Then we met Enzo playing football. Enzo has a background in video production. He had his own video production company and also a background in UX, UI design. So the three of us together combined our backgrounds and our passion in football to start Metrica Sports. We help coaches improve the performance of their teams with data and video analytics. So until now, coaches mainly use video for their analysis, and data is mainly used for physical performance analysis, not for tactical. We combine data and video to empower the tactical analysis tools of the coaches.
Te permite comprobar pues las veces que haces lo que quieres hacer o lo que no debe hacer el equipo. Es decir, que sirve para significar lo que quieres hacer.
So the company is now 3.5 years old, and this is our, let's say, 4th season. We work for Villarreal. This is our 4th season with Villarreal FC in Spain. They were our launching customer. We've also worked with Barcelona. At the moment we have 3 customers in the US, so we work with the winner of the MLS in the United States, the Seattle Sounders. We also do the analysis of the referees of the MLS, and we work for the national team. And hopefully in the next days we'll close a couple more. fodmap is a video edition software in the end, because that's how they analyze the game and how they communicate with the players and internally within the staff with video. But the unique feature of fodmap is that it's linked with data. By data I mean the positional data of the players and the ball data. And by linking data with video, we make the whole process more objective, faster for them, and it provides them extra information that they could not have just by watching videos alone.
Todos estos datos corroboran o corrigen nuestra percepción y nos ayudan de una manera muy rápida poder elaborar distintos proyectos para distintos posiciones y mostrarlos en un periodo muy breve de tiempo.
We provide the club with a mobile system to record the match. Those are 2 cameras that stitch together and provides a panoramic video of the game. So it's a static video of the game that covers the whole pitch. And then we have our own technology to track the players in the pitch. By tracking means that the software follows every player in the pitch and acquires the coordinates of every player. So we say the bottom left corner is 0-0 and the top right is 1-1. And then the software tracks the player and gives us coordinates of the position of each player, 15 data points per second. The software is an automatic software that tracks the player, but there's moments like corner kicks and moments where the software, when they separate, the software doesn't really know who is who. There's no facial recognition or anything like that. So that's what they have to do, like reassign identities, so that we make sure that the data of one player is actually the data of that player. So when we started Metrica, the biggest bottleneck we had is that, as I said, we're 2 neuroscientists and 1 video production guy. So we didn't really come from professional football. We didn't have any contacts at all in professional football. So we had to be very creative. We tried all the things you can imagine, from recording videos personalized for coaches or sending them on LinkedIn, tried everything. Eventually what worked for Villarreal, in that case, that was our launching customer, was Twitter. So we found that one of the analysts in the first team was a very young guy. He was 27 years old and already an analyst in the first team. Villarreal is known for being a very open club and very innovative club. And we identified that guy, found him on Twitter and sent him a tweet saying, "We are 3 Argentinians," which is not really true, I'm not, but it worked. Starting this project, very innovative, explaining him what it was all about, and asking him if we could go there and show it to him. He accepted. He was very open for that, and when he saw it, he thought, halfway through my presentation, he thought, well, the coach needs to see that, and he called in the coach. The coach liked it, called in the sports director, and everything happened very quickly. With Barcelona, it's not like that. It's a huge company, let's say, with a lot of layers. And we had to attack the club from very different angles. And I founded the official Barcelona fan in Amsterdam a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Ajax played against Barcelona here. So there was some people from the club, like from the management of the club, that came here. So we organized a dinner for all our members, and we invited the management. And eventually one of the vice presidents came to the dinner. And in the dinner, I was sitting with him, and the president of the fan club was sitting with him. So I explained him what I was doing, and we were just starting the company. And yeah, well, he got interested. That was one of the angles. So when I went to Barcelona, I met with him, I explained him more, I showed him what we were doing. Then he made some introductions inside the club. And at the same time, I also used another angle, which was the husband of a friend of my mom. He's the sports director of the Risto Stoichkov school in Barcelona. And he also knew some people at the club, so he made introductions from another side. So in a way, we were attacking the club from 2 different fronts until everything made sense together, and we got to the right people, the decision makers, and we convinced them, and we got the contract. Our link with the University of Amsterdam was through ACE Venture Lab, which is an incubator that is linked to the University of Amsterdam, that we applied at the very early stages of the company. We got in, and we are still part of ACE Venture Lab. And ACE Venture Lab eventually moved to the Startup Village, so they presented the project to us. I thought it was amazing, and I'm really happy we made the move with them. So we decided to continue with them, and we're now we're one of the companies here in the village, and really happy we made this choice, really. So in 3 years, we have now 6 customers in what we call the elite market, in the professional elite sports, soccer in this case, football market. The company is called Metrica Sports, not Metrica Football. That's because we think that these kind of solutions can be applied to other sports. In the near future, our goal is first to establish in football as one of the reference companies in analysis for football. And a little bit later, the idea is to expand this to other sports and also move down. So right now we work for professional clubs, but our dream is to be able to provide solutions like that to lower tier clubs, like 2nd, 3rd division, and eventually go down to amateur clubs. So any club like where your kids play can have solutions to analyze the game based on data. That's the goal. Well, the main driver was actually motivation to find something that would motivate my day life, basically. So after 6 years doing my PhD, and as I said before, I did 3 years of work in pharmaceutical industry, I was done. I knew that if I finished my PhD and I continued that path, it would have been just postdoc after postdoc, and I knew that wasn't for me. Football and sports in general is my passion, same with the other 2 founders. It's our passion where we spend our free time playing, watching, analyzing. That's what we like. And the fact that I found something that combined my background in analyzing positional data and scientific analysis of data with my passion in sports and analytics, that's what motivated me. And that's what drives my day-to-day life now. I wake up in the morning and I have a motivation to go to the office and do my work. What I've learned in this process is that it's very hard to start a company. It's not a joke. I thought doing a PhD was hard, and it is, but starting up a company is way harder. There's no way you can start a company, in my opinion, without the passion for it. So what I find is a lot of students of entrepreneurship, especially, say I want to start up something. I think the key is, what is something? If you don't find something that motivates you badly, like really a lot, there's no point on starting up a company, in my opinion.